Hey everybody, it's Andrew Politis and Paul DeBruzzo here from Expert Investor Academy. And people are often asking how we met and how we ended up working together. And it's actually an interesting story because I joined Rockstar Real Estate, which is an investment group in Oakville. And I joined that group when I was 23 or 24 years old. And at the time, I was the youngest member. And so a few months later, Paul DeBruzzo signed up, and now he was the youngest member because he beat me by a year. And so it kind of turned into a thing of default where we were the two youngest people in a room full of more mature individuals investing in real estate. So by default, we kind of became friends, took it from there, and we've been investing ever since.
Well, we kind of had similar interests. While everyone was talking about, having families and kids and boats and, adult stuff, we were talking about, racing cars and motorcycles and, stuff that 22-year-olds whatever they do talk about nowadays. Anyways, and I think we just had things in common, and we had things to learn from each other. I'm good at certain things that Andrew is not, and I like to remind him about that all the time. And Andrew is definitely good at some things that I am not, and together we actually balance each other out just a little bit. So we end up working well together, even though it seems like we're always goofing off and having fun. But and we didn't always start working together. We sort of started bouncing ideas off each other, and what about this and what about that deal, and how what do you think about this if I buy that, and those kind of conversations. And eventually I can't remember, we bought a property at some point.
At some point, yeah, I don't even remember which one.
I don't even remember. I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but I don't even remember the first property we bought together. But I know at some point we did buy a property, a joint venture, and that kind of took things, our business partnership to the next level, and we've kind of just grew it from there because we're able to kind of help each other and balance each other out in our strengths and weaknesses. It's given us fuel to keep kind of growing what our mutual intentions are, and that's to keep growing our real estate portfolio and keep helping out the investors that we work with all the time. And I feel like I'm talking too much now, but the lunch and learn thing that we do, and combining our assets and our coaching abilities to help investors, that was something more recent. So why don't you tell them about the lunch and learn?
Yeah, I mean, we created this lunch and learn in the Expert Investor Academy because we're both strong believers that you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And so like Paul was saying, we just started collaborating together and being with like-minded people, being with other investors, people who are interested in the same things as you, is what really sparked our interest in creating this group. So we have the Expert Investor Academy, and we do our lunch and learns, and it's mostly just to bring people together, educate, talk about real estate. Sometimes it's local market trends, what's happening in certain marketplaces. Other times it's a new strategy on investing. But every single time you're getting together with like-minded people, Southern Ontario investors, making collaborations, making friendships, and taking your investment to the next level.
Yeah, it started out as a way to kind of get all the investors we were working with in a room, and we would sort of pick a main topic for the event. How to do student rentals, how to do apartment buildings. We brought in some speakers to talk about landlord-tenant board issues, and it was never meant to be a marketing and advertising and business growth type of an event, but that's kind of what it turned into. And because our investors were having such a good time and taking so much value from it, they started to invite their friends and their family, and we just invited more and more people, and the event grew. And regularly we get 30, 40, 50, sometimes 60 or 70 people, depending on the event and the topic and the location, out on a monthly basis. And it's fantastic to meet new people. We're always learning and growing, learning from stories of other investors doing different strategies. And we like to have people come up and talk about what they're doing also, because the whole room gets to learn. And and I'll be honest, we benefit too, because we like to work with investors, and that's our business. And the more people we get introduced to, the more people want to work with us. And that's how we know we're doing a good job, is because out of 10 people who come in the door that are new, that we haven't met before, depending on the month and what's going on, at least 2, 3, 4, or 5 of them want to end up working with us at some point. And if we keep tracking those numbers, we know we're doing a good job, and we know we're delivering good information. So we want to keep this going. We want you to enjoy it too.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you summed it up. I mean, click on the link below. We're gonna put a link right here to our next Lunch and Learn.
Yep.
Right. So search us up, Expert Investor Academy. Come on out to our next Lunch and Learn. We're looking forward to seeing you and working with you.
Absolutely. Talk soon, guys.
Bye.